Another tool for the reflective practitioner to generate knowledge is through modelling and conceptual innovation, or concept mapping. Modelling is used essentially for two key purposes, and that is to confirm theories that we're building, and also to make predictions about the results of actions that we're undertaking. We can look at modelling and concept innovation, or concept mapping, in the literature, and there are all sorts of different models that we can look at for different things, from science through to nature. But for the reflective practitioner, the notion of modelling and concept mapping is actually very, very new. And essentially, modelling is something which is going to grow in the future as a process of knowledge generation for teachers, as a way of generating knowledge. The reflective practitioner is using models or using concept maps in order to build connections and to develop understandings between components of knowledge in order to make sure that knowledge is always being constructed. And it's through this process that the reflective practitioner is looking to build theories of practice from theories of teaching and learning, or in other words, moving the theory into action. And concept maps are a very graphic form for the reflective practitioner to use to represent the knowledge which they are acquiring and building over time. And concept maps provide a number of insights for the reflective practitioner into not only the concepts that they have, but the connections between those concepts. Concept maps, therefore, are comprised of two key components. The first component is the actual concepts that we're engaging with, and then the other component are the links, the linkages between those particular concepts. The linkages can be in the form of linking words or linking phrases which connect one concept to another, and very much they are about specifying the relationship, the type of relationship between those concepts in the knowledge. And we can see here a model of a concept map for seasons and for weather. It's a very simple model to look at from the reflective practice point of view, because it can help us just understand how a concept map can be used. But essentially, a concept map will have a number of highlighted features of concepts that the reflective practitioner is dealing with. In this example about weather, we can talk about amount of sunlight, temperature variations, length of day, and so on. These are the individual concepts that the individual is looking at within this domain. And then the linkages between those concepts define the nature of the relationship. So, for example, amount of sunlight and temperature variations, the linkage there is about the causes temperature variations based on the amount of sunlight. So, for the reflective practitioner, this means we'd be identifying and noting down individual concepts as they become explicit to us, and then, over time, building up the connections between these individual concepts as they become clear also. And most importantly, the reflective practitioner, in terms of generating knowledge, will be looking to understand the nature of those linkages. Or in other words, what is the link and how do we define that link? How do we explain that link in terms of the two concepts, in terms of three or more concepts? And it's concept mapping as a modelling process which is quite new for reflective practice, and is something which can be extremely powerful, because knowledge will build and build over time, and it is a way of recording that knowledge for the reflective practitioner.